Hello, everybody. It's another week of the Double Edge Cinema Podcast. Woo! Applause, applause, applause. Everybody applause. So, TJ, what do you think of our intro?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, we needed
Kind of
needed
looked
an
like
intro.
film roll.
I know, we needed our own intro. So, anyway, how's everybody doing? Hello, how are you?
Yeah, AJ
A
Rob in the chat already.
What's up, AJ Rob? How's it going? TJ, how are you, buddy?
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
How was your weekend and how's the week
How did
been
we
so
do?
far?
I had a kind of a lazy weekend.
Yeah.
Work's been kind of a little bit rough, but
Hmm.
we're hanging in there. Just power, getting ready for the turkey, man.
Turkey, turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Lurky,
2 more
lurky.
days.
That's it. Gobble gobbles. So, yep, on Thursday. So I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. And if you're a film lover like us, maybe you'll watch one or two Thanksgiving traditional movies. Do you watch anything Thanksgiving traditional wise, TJ?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can think of any Thanksgiving movies outside of the Thanksgiving horror film that I've never seen.
Have you ever seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Nope.
You should watch it. It's Thanksgiving. I watch it every year, and I bet you'll cry during that one. You'll shed a tear.
Mm.
It's a happy, funny movie, but there's a couple little tearful moments. Tearful moments. So I'll probably watch Rocky because has a little Thanksgiving vibe to it, and
Mm-hmm.
probably Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So AJ says, "Believe it or not, I am off tonight." Woo woo! That's awesome, 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 and happy upcoming Thanksgiving. Thank you, AJ Rob. Happy upcoming Thanksgiving to you. So. But life is good on my end. I had a nice weekend, hung out with some friends. Had a early Thanksgiving on Saturday with a group of friends. Then on Sunday we went to go see Wicked for Good.
Oh, did you go stay the night up there?
I did, yes. So
Cool.
went up
Oh,
Saturday, stayed the night, came home Sunday night. So
yeah.
yeah, it was fun. We had a great time. We watched so I watched the first Wicked 2 nights in a row because I watched it here at home thinking, okay, well, let me watch it just in case they
The
don't watch
recap,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. And then that Saturday night, they're like, oh, well, we want to rewatch Wicked Part 1. So I literally watched it 2 nights in a row.
So I'm gonna be honest, I have not watched it. I don't want to watch it, but the
Okay.
hype behind Wicked 2 is
So good.
kind of intriguing me enough to watch it.
Well, I'm gonna get into my review, I guess, because I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Briefly. By the way, hello everybody in the stream. Once again, thank you, AJ Rob, and everybody else watching. If you're watching the live stream, please give this a like button. Please subscribe down below to all the channels. If you're watching on our podcast channel, go subscribe to my channel and TJ's channel, and then vice versa, wherever you are, please go subscribe. And we appreciate you watching the playback as well if you're watching that. But so going into Wicked for Good, I'll talk about this. I dare say I might like it better than Part 1, which is crazy because I love Part 1 so much. It was my favorite movie of last year. I think it's fantastic. But I think this one is up there with it, or it's better. Like I go back and forth. Needless to say, I love this movie so much, and it is definitely going to be. If it's not my favorite movie by the end of the year, we still have Avatar. It will be one of my favorites. It will be one of the top favorites for me.
Okay. Hmm.
We got to see how Avatar does. Right now, my top two, just telling everybody right now, Predator Badlands ranks in at number 2. very close with Wicked for Good. Um,
Wicked is your number one.
Wicked is my number one.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Hmm.
So the thing about it is like I was like, don't go into the movie hyped up because I might love it or not, I might not. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. The movie is 2.5 hours long, or 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it flew by so quick. Um, the set pieces were awesome. The visuals are great. I love the continuation of this story. Um, the only thing that I think part one works more for are some of the more popular musical numbers, but there are some great musical numbers throughout this, and I was listening to the soundtrack.
Mhm.
Um,
I will
Aria
say
Grande.
too, one of the big things that intrigued me about this
Mhm.
movie, about the first
Yes,
one,
I want to know.
uh,
Yeah,
honestly, I remember when the first one, like when the trailers were playing, when I would go to the movies for other movies,
yeah,
and the special effects in the movie looks like
amazing.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they're insane. Yeah, they're some of the highlights of both movies are the special effects, like outstanding. Like to bring Oz and the Emerald City to life on the big screen once again is pretty wonderful because you know almost 100 years ago we got the Wizard of Oz,
Is that
and
how
so
old that movie is? Well, I
almost
guess the original was black and white.
well, it was black and white, and then it went into color. So it was like one of the first
Yeah.
movies that was in color. Let me see when it came out. Wizard of Oz. Oh, 1939. So we're I mean,
I mean, it's still, I mean,
it's yeah. I mean, I think of Wizard of Oz, and I don't think of the movie being like almost 100 years old. I mean, we got a little over a decade, but um, it's still crazy to think that
it's 86. Yeah.
86 years old. But for that time, like to see something like that on the big screen was awesome. Then to have all the retellings throughout the decades, and now we have these movies. Like the visuals are just amazing. The other highlights for me, obviously, were the performances and Ariana Grande and Cynthia, who play our two main leads. I mean, they were fantastic in this, like they were in the first movie, and their chemistry on screen is just wonderful.
I seen a clip of like a super fan like rushing Ariana.
Oh,
Like
geez,
they were
yeah,
they were walking on like a carpet. I don't know if it was like the premiere or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
But this guy like rushed Ariana and like grabbed her like on her shoulders, and the chick that plays the Wicked Witch,
yeah,
she kind of just like jumps in and like pushes him away like
yeah.
instantly.
She was.
It was cool.
I mean, there. I think some people are saying, "Oh, they're faking their friendship," blah blah blah. But like, no, like they were genuinely good friends after
Yeah.
making these movies. There's a meme going out there. I guess they were at another like event where a fan, like I guess the fans were able to come up this time, but like a fan went to hug Ariana, and you see Cynthia in the background. Her eyes are just like wide open, like "Don't mess with my girl."
Like a like a
Like
pit bull.
she was about ready to charge if something were to happen. Um, but they're amazing in it. I think they both equally are fantastic in this. I think in the first movie, while I loved Ariana Grande, it was definitely Cynthia's movie in that film. But in this movie, they're like equally leveled. Like Ariana has some amazing moments in it, and then Cynthia has some amazing moments. And by the end of this movie, I I was getting choked up. Like I was seeing these characters throughout like this part one and part two saga of movies, and to see the how the movie ended like got me choked up. Like I was like tears were coming down my face a little bit. I was like, this is just wonderful to see how these characters developed throughout both these movies. Um, but the rest of the cast were amazing. Jonathan Bailey was awesome. Uh, the whole cast just great in this movie. Yeah, this was I love both these movies, and like I said, Wicked Part 1 or just Wicked was my favorite movie of last year, and this like I said, we still have Avatar. Um, this might be my favorite at the end of this year, so we'll kind of see where our top tens um, work out. So
Yeah. Also, speaking of Avatar, Megan has expressed that if we go watch the new one, she will go watch it with us.
Megan, yes. By the way,
Um,
hello, Megan and
that
Lily.
being said, we have I think 3 weeks till it comes out.
I need to
Um,
figure out
I
my.
would, yeah, and I would like to revisit the first two
I would do
before then. So like we need to get together,
and watch
get,
them.
get some popcorn, some pizza, and throw down.
I agree with that. So that would be awesome. No, that would
Also,
be amazing.
I bought a microwave for the movie room.
Look at you
I have
go.
to get a cart still, like a microwave cart to put it on. But I do have a microwave down in the movie room now, so one more thing to go, and then we're done with that. And I'll probably buy it this week just because Black Friday sales.
In honor of that, I'm gonna bring you a Wicked popcorn bucket, sir.
Oh my god, that's so thoughtful. Make sure it's plastic so it can go in the recycling bin. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm joking with you.
Genuinely, like I'm trying
So what
to
made
convince.
you
Do what?
What made you intrigued by the way, curious real quick?
I,
What made
I
you
mean,
intrigued
really.
about
I mean, I thought the special effects looked good last year when we were watching the trailers, but really, just the hype. Like everybody seems to love this movie. Like I've
It's
literally not heard anybody say anything bad about it. I literally do not like musicals at all, but the hype and the special effects behind this are intriguing me enough that I think I might give it a go.
I mean the music, okay, so there is music obviously in this. It's a musical, but there's a lot more to the movie that I think you'd really enjoy. And I honestly think you would like part 2 better than
Yeah.
part 1.
And also, I'm not particularly I've watched The Wizard of Oz. I don't like hate The Wizard of Oz,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not like, oh my god, The Wizard of Oz. Like,
Would you like me to start singing Wicked songs during
no, that's okay. That's okay. We'll spare both myself and the audience.
Okay. By the way, Christina, what's up, Christina? How are you, my friend? And happy almost Thanksgiving to you. It's great seeing you. But you were saying you're trying to convince what? What was this happening?
I think I'm trying to convince myself to give it a shot.
You need to. Get past. How far did you get into Wicked Part 1? I'm curious.
I don't even think maybe 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh. You need to
So-
get past.
Megan and Lily watched, I think, like 45 minutes of it, and they didn't like it. And then I came in behind them, and I think I turned it on for like 5 seconds, and they were singing, and I was like, I don't care for the singing. Megan didn't like the first 45 minutes of this movie. She's more prone to like a musical than I am.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just not going to watch it.
I want to define gravity. That's what I want to do. I want to define gravity.
So there was. I was gonna pivot off of. Oh, I did pivot. Never mind. It was Avatar. It was Avatar stock.
Avatar.
Yeah, we
But
need,
yes,
we need
are
to get
gonna
that
watch.
figured out. We're gonna go watch that for sure. That's still my most anticipated movie of the year. But we are going to talk about my favorite movie of the year so far.
Okay, real quick. Yes, we are. So AJ said when I was a kid watching The Wizard of Oz was mandatory. I love to watch it around November. It's a good time to watch it around November.
I mean, I've watched it a few hundred times. Like, it's just not a movie that I'm like, oh, The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz was the first movie I ever saw when I was a kid. Awesome, Christina. My first movie I ever saw, everybody tells me at least my theatrical route movie was Muppets Christmas Carol. So, all right. So, TJ, let's knock this out with your favorite movie of the year. So,
we're gonna start with Predator. Okay.
Let's start with Predator. Let's go for it.
So, sorry, I'm stuffing my face like a fat kid.
It's okay.
So, during the last podcast episode, we talked about how I was watching all the Predator movies, most of them for the first time. I think I had only seen 2 of them out of the 5 or whatever. 6.
Yes. Is there 6?
The
Let's
the
see.
new one's the 6th one, I think.
Prey? Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So out of the 5, the 5 prior to this one, I'd only seen 2. I had seen the first one, and I had seen Prey, and I loved Prey. Prey was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I rewatched them. I'm gonna go ahead and give like a quick little
I want to know your thoughts.
ranking of the series.
Yes.
So 1 through 5, genuinely, outside of the second one, I think each movie got better. That's maybe contradiction or controversial for some people, but I think 2 was the worst one, and then 1, 3, 4, 5, and then 6.
Sweet.
But experiencing all of them right before going and seeing the 6th one, I think made the 6th one shine more. That being said, I've not seen, I don't think, any of the Alien movies outside of Alien versus Predator. Any of them. I have seen Aliens versus Predator. I will say that. I don't remember it very much, but I've seen it. And then Justin was kind of whispering to me in the movie theater that there was like ties to the Alien franchise. So that's my next franchise I'm going to watch. And then I'll probably rewatch Predator Badlands, just kind of tie it all in together, get the full effect. But honestly, everything about Predator Badlands, I absolutely loved. I didn't find, I think at one point you said you thought there was like a little bit of a slow moment.
Yeah,
but for me personally, I loved like every inch of this movie. I loved that it kind of took us away from the horror. I don't want to say away from the horror aspect because there were still horror aspects of it. I mean, you're fighting monsters. You have a monster fighting monsters. But it wasn't like humans were in danger. And this kind of shows you a different side of the Predators, where the Predator is the main character, the Predator is the hero of the story, and you get to see like what drives them. I mean, backstory, like it literally even goes into detail about like their home world and kind of like basically they have to hunt to get their cloak, which is their invisibility cloak. And it gives you background on that and then why they hunt, why in this particular movie the main character is hunting this particular beast. I loved the cyborg and how the Predator looked at the cyborg as a tool versus a person, and he used it as a tool. But at the end of the movie, there was like a familial bond to it all. I loved the action sequences were like out of this world, dude. Just insane. Like some of the scenes were so good. It tied back in, of course, to the robots, or not the robots, the predators ripping heads off of their enemies, and just so much behind this movie. I just loved all of it.
Awesome. What would you rate it if you had to rate this movie?
Oh, I would give this movie probably like a solid like 8.5, almost a 9.
Ooh, so cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I loved it too. Like you had mentioned, I mentioned to you, I kind of in the middle half of the film, I felt like there was a slight pacing issues for me, very slight. But overall, I mean, everything else I loved. This might be my favorite Predator movie. So my backstory with Predator real quick and the franchise and how I rank them. One, the original movie is one of my all-time favorite action movies. I love it. So the way I rank them right now is I would say, is it the Predator from 2019, the 4th movie? Is my least favorite. I've only watched it once. I need to go back and watch it again. Predators from 2011 or 2010 has grown on me a lot. I think that is a good movie. Then I would say Predator 2. I love Predator 2. I'm very nostalgic for me. Like I see the problems with the film. I think the jungle setting is much better than the city setting. But I love that film. Then Prey, awesome movie, very refreshing in the franchise. I love the look of the Predator, and I love the idea of like a prequel. Then Predator, the Predator, or whatever it is from the 80s, the original, second favorite. and then Predator Badlands would be my favorite of the franchise. Things I loved, the action sequences were definitely the highlight of the movie, the biggest highlight. I
For sure.
love the action. Seeing it on the screen that we were at, like I feel like some of the theaters in that place that we went, some screens were like bigger than others, and I felt like we were in the right room for this movie. And I thought it looked great. I mean, this was definitely something that you needed to see on the big screen to like just kind of soak everything in and experience it. So I love that. So great practical or great action sequences. I loved the use of practical effects and also visual effects in this movie. There was such a great balance there with them. Sometimes it works in movies and sometimes it doesn't, and it worked in this. Love the story. I love the idea of one of our main leads and heroes of this movie is the Predator. And he's a young Predator trying to prove himself in his family because his family, doubts him. So I love that. I like how we turned it from the Predator from being a villain to being, a hero. Ella Fanning, who's in this movie, she's the next lead in the film. I thought she did an awesome job next to the Predator, and they had great screen time together. She was quite funny in it. She also had dual roles in this, and I thought she did a great job with both of them. Story-wise, great story. One of the most unique concepts in the franchise, next to Prey and the first movie, because that was the first one out in the franchise. I really love what the director has done with his movies. He's made each movie different. He doesn't want to copy his previous successful movie in the franchise. He wants to expand the universe and do something different. So I really appreciate that a lot. And I hope that we get another movie, and I hope he comes back, and I would be curious to see where he takes, the next chapter in the Predator universe. Soundtrack, score in this movie, the sound was awesome. So I mean, really, just this movie is fantastic. I loved it. I loved a lot of it. Like I said, some pacing issues for me in the middle half. My only small con was that. Other than that, I love it, and I would give this one. I'd probably go 8.5 with this.
It's right out there with me. I think my favorite thing about this movie, honestly, is just how much heart it had for the
Yes.
genre that it is. Really, I
Yeah.
think that's what brings it to the forefront for me as well.
Yeah, the heart of the movie is great. Like the relationship that these two characters build, and then you have other characters kind of throughout the movie that you really like. There's what's the little creature's name in the movie? Bud? Do they call
Bud,
him
yeah,
Bud?
yeah.
Yeah, I really like Bud.
Yeah, Bud was a
Um,
great addition too. Honestly, adding a cute creature to like anything just immediately makes the film more likable. So,
you know,
I mean,
there's a
look at
moment.
like Jurassic Park when you had a little Triceratops thing. Or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, what was her name? Oh, I
I
can't
can't
remember,
remember
but
either. I remember it
but
was a
I
female name, but
yeah.
no.
There was a moment in this movie though where like the characters walk away and Bud is not with them, and then they come back to the same spot and Bud's just sitting there
Just
waiting
wait.
for him. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. um,
Uh,
but yeah, I loved it
for
so
sure, for
much.
sure. All right,
Let's
so
see.
let's
Oh,
pivot. Oh, we got some comments.
yeah, we do. Okay, so AJ says, I'm ashamed to admit I'm looking forward to seeing Zootopia 2, the first one of me and my wife's favorite animated movies. That's awesome. I like the first one. I think the second one looks actually even better than the first one.
I am opposite. I actually didn't think the first one was good at all. Like I thought it
So,
was just a miserable movie personally. But I agree, just based on the trailers for the second one, it looks a lot better.
yeah. I love Disney.
It's probably not something I will probably watch in theaters, but
Mhm.
it's probably something I'll watch with my daughter when it comes out.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be seeing this one.
I almost said when it comes out on VHS.
Oh, look at
I'm
that!
about 25 years too late on that one.
25 years. Oh, geez, that is kind of right there.
Yeah. I mean, like DVDs were like elementary school, so.
When was DVD for me? I'm trying to think. When was DVD? When did DVD come out for me? It had to have been elementary. It was
Yeah,
for
like
sure
late elementary for sure.
Yeah, late elementary. So,
All
but anyway,
right.
we're pivoting.
Yeah, pivot to Now You See Me because we're 30 minutes in and we've only talked about 2 of the 3 movies.
Okay, so Now
I'll
You
let
See
you
Me
go
3.
first. I'll let you go
Okay,
first.
okay. So this was the first. So me and TJ saw Now You See Me 3, and we saw, or Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and Predator Badlands the same day. And Now You See Me, Now You Don't was the first movie. I have been waiting for this for 10 years, almost 10 years since the last one, which, to think that Now You See Me 2 came out almost 10 years ago is crazy. But I never thought they were going to do it because it took so long for the movie to come out. And then they announced it, and you had all these like returning characters coming back. Like Aya Fisher was coming back after the not being in the second one. She was returning. You had so many faces returning, plus new faces. And I almost want to say I love this. I'm gonna give it another rewatch. But I really, really enjoyed this movie. Pure entertainment, like just entertaining from beginning to end. I think the story was great. Like I said, I love the mix of familiar faces from the previous movies and then the new faces. And I thought the new cast did such a great job. I thought the returning characters, the returning cast, all did a great job. You know, this movie wasn't, a movie where you just throw in the returning characters and they're gone. Like they had a, they were a center focus of this movie. And I really loved the performances. Story was great, kept me, like I said, entertained the whole time. And I would say that this is my second favorite after the original film.
I agree.
They're very close up there. Now You See Me Too. We rewatched it.
Yep.
And I loved it when I first saw it. I think the movie has went down for me, just like
I agree
a
as well.
hair.
Yeah.
Because one, the movie is just it's over 2 hours long. I feel like the movie drags quite a bit throughout some of the film. Where I felt like, this third movie was right up there with the original, like with just a great story.
Yeah, and a great twist ending like the original had.
Great twist ending. And some great surprises that I did not see coming with characters that they did not promote in the trailers.
And
I was surprised.
As soon as this character came on, I leaned over and I was like, "Hey, that's so and so."
And I was just
and then like I don't know, a minute and a half later, they revealed it. It just goes, "Oh, look, that's so and so," and I was like, "Dude, I literally just said that."
I will just use the excuses. I'm getting old, and my hearing's like, "What? What'd you say?" But it was a great return. Great return. I thought it was awesome because I was like, you got to have this character. Like this character is part of this universe. And again, they just balanced all these characters right. Like every character in this movie had a purpose. They were center focused. They weren't just like shoo-ins, throw them in the movie. Like they had reasons for being where they were. And I love these movies. Like I love the first one. Really enjoy this one. I enjoy the second one, but as a franchise as a whole, like I'm just entertained by them, and I feel like it's pretty underrated compared to other franchises.
So the way that I feel about this one, so I think the first one was the perfect combination. I think it had the perfect combination of story and flair. Because I mean, it's what magic's about. It's about the flare.
Exactly.
And I think in the second one, they dialed up the flare and dialed down the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one, they kind of did the opposite. They dialed down the flare and dialed up the story. Like the story was really good in this one, but it didn't quite have a lot of flair.
Yeah, no, I agree with
and
that.
I think that's the only reason that I don't hold it as high as the first one, because the first one had both of them in high regards.
Agreed. I agree with that. I agree. Yes, 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
What do you think the villain in this movie? I felt like she was definitely an improvement over, and I love Daniel Radcliffe. I love Daniel Radcliffe, but rewatching it, I was like, I'm not really sure if I like him.
Yeah.
I thought Rosamund Pike, who played the villain in this, I thought she did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep. It was definitely a much better. I mean, I did like how in the second one they tied Daniel Radcliffe being like the main guy from the beginning, son.
Yes.
I thought that was like a cool thing. Like the whole thing was him trying to get revenge. But it was also kind of like, meh, you know. Where this one, the twist at the end was like pretty big. It was almost as big as finding out that the cop in the first one, or what's his name?
Mark Ruffalo's character.
I can't remember what his name is. Dylan.
Yeah.
It was almost as big as finding out that Dylan was like working with the eye the whole time, even though he was like chasing them.
Yeah. So I like that too. This movie had great surprises. What I love about this are the surprises, especially with the end of the movies. Like they've been overall been really good at like surprising you, and you might think that it's going to go one way and it kind of goes another. So I really enjoyed that part of it. And if we get a fourth one, I'd be curious where it goes because of how the movie ends.
I could see them doing a fourth one.
Oh, it's doing very well at the box office.
Yeah, and another thing too that I really liked too was they had a lot of magic lore in this movie. Yeah. And a lot of it was stuff that like, and I wouldn't say like I was like a magic fan, but like everybody knows about like Houdini, escaping from the straitjackets and whatever, and people being buried alive. And I was a big fan of like Chris Angel when it was like on TV.
Oh yes,
way back. I loved me some Chris Angel. Yeah. So it was like cool to kind of get like a bunch of background for stuff. And I think if you were a person that was really into like magic, I think that would also like take this movie up even like a couple notches for them as well.
I agree. I mean, I like the magic idea of it mixed in with like a heist movie, action film, like spy film, sort of like it's a mix of everything. But the magic, like you said, is just really great in this, and the special effects are very nice. And you don't have a lot of movies where it's like you have the musician. What's the word? Magician?
Magician.
You don't have a lot of them. Like they never really do a lot of movies like based around them. Like they're like the center focus characters. So it's great to have this franchise that does that. So, and there's a lot of cool like visuals and tricks that they do in the movie, and then they show you how they did them, and I just think that's really cool. So
yeah.
Thought that was awesome.
And they've kind of consistently done that even with the like from the first all the way through with Morgan Freeman's character kind of exposing all the, and I like how they brought him back in as well too. It was cool.
I know. And without giving anything away,
there
is actually like an emotional moment in this movie that kind of got me a little bit like tugged at my heart a little bit, which we won't talk about if you have not seen it. I would rate this movie. I'd probably give it like a strong like 7.5.
Yeah, I was thinking about a 7 myself.
Yeah.
7.
So yeah, this is definitely entertaining if you're a fan of the franchise, especially the first one. Like the first one is still the best, but this is without a doubt the second best movie. I loved again all the returning characters, the new characters, and it just worked. I was entertained. I was hooked.
I seen somebody comment on like a Facebook post or whatever about the movie. I think it was like the trailer or something popped up or something, and they said they would not watch this franchise because they don't like Jesse Eisenberg. And I was like, that's
best movies.
That's fair, but like, I was just so because other than Batman versus Superman, which I think everybody agrees, Jesse Eisenberg. And I
Yeah.
don't think it was Jesse Eisenberg's fault personally. I think it was
No.
just bad writing.
Mhm.
But I'm so curious what movie they saw Jesse Eisenberg in and was like, "This is the worst actor of all time. I'm boycotting everything they do."
I think it's that one. I think it honestly is that movie.
But
Because
genuinely, like that was not. I mean, it was probably the worst part of the movie, but it wasn't the only bad part in that movie.
I love
So,
the movie. I was a fan.
uh,
I know.
uh,
I know.
uh,
I know. I know. I know. We talked about this. Because like prior to that, like you had movies like The Social Network. Not one of my favorite movies, but I think the performances are really solid in it.
I never actually
Um,
watched that one because I just thought the concept of it sounded dumb.
it's good. It's a
Yeah,
very good movie. It's long, but it's
yeah.
very good. I love the Zombieland movies. I think they're super
Zombieland's
fun.
phenomenal, both of them. The first
Are
one's
they
better than the
phenomenal?
second
I
one,
mean,
but
are
they're
they
both good.
phenomenal? Are they
The
phenomenal?
first one was solid, bro.
It was
It was a
solid. I
solid
like the
movie.
second one too.
The second one was good, but the first one was great.
The first one was best.
It's
Like, it's the
honestly
best.
like a 2000, like mid 2000s classic. Personally, I think.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like that. I just remember when it came out. Like it feels like yesterday when that movie came out, but
Yeah.
it was not yesterday. I've added a
Mhm.
lot more gray hairs to my head since then. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Batman v Superman was the movie that everybody was like, Jesse Eisenberg's terrible in this movie.
I
Um,
genuinely, when I found out he was cast as Lex, I was hype because it was right off of his success with Now You See Me 1. And in my head, when I
yes,
think
yes,
when I
yes.
see Lex Luthor, genuinely, I think of like a smart, egotistical, like sarcastic asshole, and that's
Yeah,
exactly what what's his name in the it's like
the original.
Arthur or something like that in
Mm.
Now You See Me. But anyway,
Oh yes, 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 yes.
that's exactly how his character's portrayed in that movie. So I was like, if he brings this same charisma that he had in Now You See Me to his role as Lex Luthor, it's going to be phenomenal.
Are you
And
telling me?
then the writing was just so bad.
Are you telling me you didn't like that scene where he just slowly put that Jolly Rancher in the guy's mouth and was like, "Take this Jolly Rancher and just eat it." Like he was like fully in on giving this guy a Jolly Rancher, and he was like, "Let me just shove it in your mouth," and I'm like, awkward. Would not do that. I wouldn't even do that to my gay friends. I'd be like, "Have your Jolly Rancher, sir." So wouldn't do that to any of my friends. Wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be like, "Here's a Jolly Rancher. There you go. Have a fun time with it. Have a piece of candy." Um, you remember the scene I'm talking about with the Jolly
Well,
Rancher?
I
Like
remember what you're talking about.
that was one of the cringy
It was
scenes.
cringy.
It's cringy. Let's see. So, uh, AJ Robb says The Social Network was good. It is a good movie. It's good. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's good. It's a good movie. So, okay. So where
Do you remember American Ultra?
I never saw that one.
Well, it was just fun.
Was it
It's
good?
stupid. It's stupid, but it's
Was it
fun.
good? I'm trying to think of other Jesse Eisenberg movies I've seen. Because I've seen other Jesse Eisenberg movies. I just, for the life of me, Social Network, Zombieland. Like he's done a lot of great like independent movies
Mhm.
and really good in those. But yeah, I think the only movie I don't like Jesse Eisenberg in is Batman v Superman.
Mhm. I agree.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. I was like,
So, other than Wicked, what movies have you watched since the last podcast episode?
I have watched movies actually, and new movies, not rewatches. I have them right here. Do you want to see?
Here's my question: have you watched any Marvel shows?
I have not. So letting you down. Oh, I did watch Welcome to Derry episode 5 last night. Have you watched it?
Was that the fishing episode?
No. This is the one where they go down in the sewers.
Then no, I have not watched it.
Okay, I won't say anything. I'll just say it was one of the best episodes.
Okay.
Loved it. Creepy.
Okay.
Very creepy.
I've literally like half the day been wondering if I was behind an episode on that because everything just flies by so fast. You've confirmed that I am.
I'm trying to think. What was episode 4?
It was the one
Um,
where the little boy was fishing, and then it kind of like
oh
tried to
yeah,
pull him underwater, and then it dived more into
Dick Howrick's life and kind of going into
yeah,
the
yeah,
mind of that guy. Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. So you are, yeah. Episode
I'm
one,
an episode
episode
behind.
5 was great. It was
Okay,
one of the best episodes.
cool.
So okay, I did watch 2 movies yesterday. I'm getting caught up on like the movies of this year, and I'll review them real quick. So, Mission Impossible: The Final
Oh,
Reckoning.
you finally watched it.
I did. I did. So, I missed this one in theaters. Um and watched it last night or watched it yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. Very happy with the movie. Uh Small issues, very small issues I have with this film. I think pacing wise, in the second half of the film, there's definitely pacing issues. It's almost a 3-hour movie, and I like long movies, but I have to be hooked on them. And there was a couple times throughout that second half where I was like, okay, it's losing me just a little bit, just a small bit, because they would like introduce something, or you would get to a scene and like you're getting intrigued, and I feel like they didn't go too much with it. But the first half I loved, the third act I really loved. um Stunt wise, like, of course, like, Tom Cruise does all his own stunts pretty much, and there's some moments in this movie where I'm like, I would never do that. This scene being a big one at the end of the film. uh Action wise, you're gonna love it when the action is there. It's awesome. I think out of the Mission Impossible movies, though, especially the later films, like, I feel like Ghost Protocol up and then, the movies after that are like the supreme movies almost. Um the Reckoning movies are kind of in the middle for me as far as the stories go. Like, this is the final Mission Impossible movie, and I almost feel like we need like just another one, because the way it just did it wasn't the final movie that I wanted it to be. Like, it feels like it is a great action movie. It's a great story overall, but like I wanted more from the final movie. Like, the main villain in this movie, Gabriel, it's a good villain. Could have been a better villain. I feel like we've had better ones in the past. Um but yeah, I with this might be in my top 10 at the end of the year. And I'm looking
Hmm.
forward to rewatching it. My only also the only downfall I have with this movie is the fact that like the first movie is called Dead Reckoning Part 1, and because the movie wasn't like the major hit that they wanted it to be, like it took 2 years for this one to come out, and they reshot a lot of it. Instead of calling it Dead Reckoning Part 2, they called it The
Gave it a
Final
different,
Reckoning.
yeah.
So on my shelf next to it, it says Dead Reckoning Part 1, and then this just says The Final Reckoning. So I would give this movie out of 10. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. And then the
Real
movie.
quick, whilst we're
Okay.
on the topic of that, I played a game. So there's a game series called Telltale Games, and
Okay.
basically they tell a story, and then you can interact with things within the game.
Okay.
The big popular one that did it was the Walking Dead series,
Mhm.
but that same company just put out a game called Dispatch, and you're basically like a 911 dispatcher for a superhero
Yeah.
agency. And in that game, there's a character named Punch Up,
Uh-huh.
and there's like a big bar fight scene that happens in one of the episodes, and he did like
Ooh,
the arm cock, yeah, the arm cock thing. Yeah,
and
it's cool.
I really want to talk about Fallout, but you have not seen it.
Yeah,
And oh dude, you would love that movie. You would so love, I think out of the movies, that would be the film where you're like,
It-
okay, I love that.
it's crazy because I've watched so many movies, but whenever I'm like doing this podcast with you, I feel like there's so many big like core franchises that I just didn't watch.
You need to watch. I would. You know what? If you want to watch the Mission Impossible movies, I will watch them with you
I mean,
because
that's
I do.
probably going to be what's going to take to get me to watch them, to be honest.
I'll watch them with you. I will watch them with you because I want to.
Let's get the Avatar, and then that will be my New Year's resolution to finish
Cool.
start and finish the Mission Impossible movies.
I want to watch them with you. Like
We'll start them in January.
I cannot wait until you see Fallout. I think okay, so I think you were going. So Mission Impossible 1, I think, is better than the Reckoning movies, but Ghost Protocol and beyond that, though, overall the movies are like that's when they really become these huge films, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to watch these with you, especially Fallout, because Henry Cavill in that movie is amazing, and that little punch thing that he does is so good.
Do you know why he did that?
Was it? I think it was ad lib. Like he did that himself.
Yeah. So they had been filming that scene like multiple times, and he was, all the fight scenes, and his arms started to get tired, and he did that kind of as like a stretch, and he did it just during one take, and then they reshot that take, and he didn't do it the next take, and the director was like, "Where's that thing at?" Like, and he was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, like the arm cock thing, and he was like, "Oh, I was just like stretching." He was like, "Do it again."
I love it. Okay.
It just became like an iconic thing.
Awesome. So I cannot wait to watch those with you. Okay, so the last one real quick that I watched, total surprise for me. I'm telling you right now, this movie, I thought the marketing overall was pretty bad. I was not expecting much from this movie at all. That's Megan 2.0.
I did see that you watched it.
Okay, so I bought this on Black Friday, or one of the early Black Friday deals. I did not see this in theaters because I thought the first trailer was fun. I thought the rest of the marketing was terrible. The final trailer, it was very cringy, and there's moments in that trailer that were just made for the movie because you don't see some of the stuff you don't see some of those scenes in this movie. I'll tell you this right now. This is a action movie over horror. There's some suspense in it, very, very little, but it is, and people have described it this way, and I described it when I saw the first trailer. Megan 1 is Terminator, where Megan 2.0 is Terminator 2. Like Terminator 2, much more of an action movie. Megan 2.0, much more of an action movie. It's fun. It's entertaining. Acting overall is pretty solid in the film. I think Megan is actually better in this movie than she was in the first movie. Like this is like now where, the popularity became huge with Megan. And so now she's just like this nonstop action character in this film. And surprisingly enough, the movie had some heart in it. Like it had some heartfelt moments in it. Visually, it was stunning. Just overall, like I thought this movie is an awesome movie, and I'm gonna say this right now, it is better than the first one. Like Megan,
I've not seen the first one, so I can't even like weigh in.
Yeah,
that was a movie franchise that just didn't even look entertaining to me.
Well,
yeah. I mean, Megan also watched the first one, thought it was awful.
I love the first one, but I love this more. I like the action side of it. Like some people were very turned off by it, but I am like, okay, like this was for me. I was entertained by it. I laughed a lot. I thought it was fun. Just pure joy with the movie. There's a couple of great, there's a lot of great moments in it. Speaking of which, here's one of our friends, Ashton. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Living the dream. How are you, bud? Okay, so TJ, what did you watch, sir? Have you caught up? What have you watched? Tell me.
I mean, mostly my main focus was getting the Predator movies down, so I've not watched anything really outside of that. Megan and I did watch 2 days ago. So on Sunday night, we watched The Long Walk.
Oh my goodness, tell me.
Yeah. So it was an interesting movie. I will say if you're not like a big movie fan, this
Mm-hmm.
movie's probably not for you.
Okay.
Literally, so the whole premise of the movie, and I may be explaining it bad, but this is the way that I understood it because they didn't go into a whole lot of detail about
Yeah.
it. But like America is in like a depression, like there's not a lot of money going around, and
Mm-hmm.
basically, one kid from each state volunteers to one male volunteers to do the long walk. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, you have like so many kids or adults. I guess you have to be 16 or up to do it.
Yeah.
And basically, the premise is you walk until there's only one person standing.
Okay.
Okay. If you step out of the road, you get killed. If you slow down too much below 3 miles, you get killed. And that's basically the premise is just who's going to be the last person standing.
Okay.
Um, and through it all, of course, the boys start to get to know each other. They
Yeah.
become friendships, but the main focus is on two main characters. But really, it's the outer focus is about six kids or so.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my only complaint about this movie because it's literally just people walking.
Yeah.
So it felt a little bit long. Like
Mm-hmm.
genuinely, I thought this movie was longer than it was. I looked up the runtime; it was like an hour and like 48 minutes. I genuinely thought it was easily like a 2 hour, 15 minute plus movie.
Oh wow.
But I think that was intentional
Mm-hmm.
because I think they did that so the viewers like felt I don't want to say the pain, but like it felt more realistic to them, the length of their journey. Like in this movie, I want to say they walk. I know it was north of like 240 miles. They walked by
Wow.
the end of it. It was further than that. Um, but by the end of it, you start to get attached to these characters, and then some of
Mm-hmm.
them start to. I mean, obviously, there's only one winner, so is it going to be the
Yeah.
one you like? So I overall thought it was a good flick. Megan loved it
Mm-hmm.
as well. From my understanding, they changed the ending based on what happened because it's based off of a book. I didn't know that
Yep.
either.
Yeah.
But from my understanding, they changed the ending of it from what happened in the book. A different character wins than the one that's in the book. That may be a
Okay.
spoiler if you have read the book. Um, but I enjoyed it a good bit. But again, like the pacing of it, it's definitely a
Mm-hmm.
long, like drawn out, like story driven. I think the majority of the heart for this movie is in like the last like half hour of it.
Okay.
So I could see why a lot of people would not like it. Like for instance, Ashton. This is not a movie I could see Ashton getting through.
Yeah. I want to see it. Like this is something I saw the trailers. I was intrigued by it, so I'll definitely watch it. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to checking it
it's
out.
worth a watch for sure.
What was it called again?
The Long Walk.
Well, I was gonna say we were talking about how it was just a walking movie. I was gonna be
No,
like, was it a long walk?
yeah,
Wink,
yeah,
wink. Well,
yeah.
there's my dad joke right there.
It definitely had some intense moments and some sad moments and
Oh yeah. Okay, so real quick question for you. Did you watch I've only seen an image of this. Speaking of sort of like this movie, like the new Hunger Games movies coming out next year. Did you see the Glenn Close character, like how she looks in this movie?
mm, I don't know if I've
Okay.
even watched a trailer for it, honestly.
I saw parts of it, and I'm a big Glenn Close fan. So if you look her up and then you look at the character that she's playing, like the makeup that they did on her, like she does not look like Glenn Close. Like they did a good job with it. So that'll be another franchise I watch next year because the new movie will be coming out.
I'm trying to remember
So
what the movie's called.
let me look this up. Let me look it up. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, Sunrise of the Reaping.
Okay, and so where does because I've not seen the last movie, so that is obviously a prequel too. So is that
Yeah.
like
So I read most of the book
okay?
for Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, and I watched the movie. So Ballad of Songbird and Snakes is President Snow, his like
Yeah.
rise to power. So it starts off with him as a kid, and
Mhm.
then leading into the first ever Hunger Games, um, and he kind of starts to fall for one of the characters that goes into the Hunger Games. He calls her the
Okay.
Songbird,
Yeah.
and basically it's just a lot of shenanigans with that. And then it also uh, goes into a little bit of what happens after that first game,
Yeah.
and then I'm not 100% sure. I would have to fact check myself, But of course, Haymitch, Woody Harrelson's character from the. So I believe Sunrise and the Reaping is his story of him going into the Hunger Games and winning. I believe. Somebody could fact check me on that, but I believe that's the premise of it.
Well, I'm looking forward to rewatching the movies and watching this new one. So
I will say, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a hard read. I could not get into the book. The movie itself was great until the end of the Hunger Games, and then there was like 30 or 45 minutes after that just kind of was like, okay, this movie needs to end already.
Okay,
but it wasn't bad. It was a decent watch.
I'll definitely watch it for sure. Another franchise I'd love to watch with you because you talked about it is the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
So, because I want to know your opinion on them. Like, I'm gonna be in the seat. You know how like you were in the seat watching Avengers Endgame and looking at like Ashton the whole time.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like me watching like some of these Mission Impossible and Alien movies. I'm gonna be like, "What do you think?" What's he just looking at you, or like if you're this way, I'll be like, "What do you think?" Because there's, I think you'll love. I think you'll love a good half of the Alien movies. Okay. But your list might surprise me compared to my list. So
yeah, I really do want to get up to like Prometheus and Prometheus was the recent one, wasn't
Prometheus. Oh no, that came out like 12 years ago.
What was the newest one that everybody was like going ballistic over? Romulus.
Romulus. Oh, love Romulus.
Yeah,
love Rom.
Yeah, when that came out, everybody was going like ape shit over it.
Now, my question for you is: do you want to watch them how they were released in theaters, or do you want to watch them timeline order?
I'll probably watch them release order.
Okay, we'll do that. But yeah,
maybe in like maybe after I watch them release order, if I enjoy them, which I probably will. Maybe I'll go back and like rewatch them in.
Sounds cool.
Chronological order.
I like it. I can't wait to watch those two with you. So I'm gonna be like this the whole time, going, "What's he think? What's he do?" Yeah, reaction. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like we have like our next like 8 movie days planned out now.
I know. Are you excited for The Devil Wears Prada Part 2?
Never seen Part 1.
Oh,
that's a chick flick if I ain't never heard of a chick flick.
That is a chick flick, and I love it. Oh, I cannot. I saw that teaser trailer, and I was like, "Slay Queen."
I don't even know if my wife's ever seen The Worst Prada.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. That's like some of my. I quote movies a lot, and that's some of the best quotes from a movie.
It's got like a big cast, doesn't it? Is it Anne Hathaway or is it
Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Stanley Tucci? But like that teaser trailer was so good. I watched it and I was like, yes, I can't believe we're actually getting this movie like 20 years after the original film. So Emily Blunt in the movie.
I'm not opposed to a chick flick. I think Anne Hathaway's a great actress. So
she is. And there's some really outstanding, like, chick flicks, rom-coms out there. So
I've watched the occasional.
Have you ever seen Something Borrowed?
Never even heard of Something Borrowed.
Oh my goodness. I feel a chick flick night coming on.
With you and Megan, whilst I play video games. So.
You'll get invested. There'll be ones you'll be like, oh, that's great. You'll be like, that beats Avengers Endgame. And I'll be like, whoa, dude. Okay. We'll float your boat, man.
You are on drugs, my friend.
All right. So what is our next stream, buddy? What is our next topic?
I don't know. I was not prepared for that question, to be honest.
Sorry.
I think we might be.
Is it Avatar?
Avatar comes out in 3 weeks, so we have to have something between now and then.
What does come out?
I have Christmas movies.
Oh, I love
Christmas as our next one.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. That'll be fun. We should wear Santa hats. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I think we literally just bought Lily a Santa hat like last week. So.
We can wear Santa hats and sing Christmas carols and, on all that stuff, right? Christmas carols.
Oh, no, we're doing Secret Santa at work. I was going to say, why don't we open our gifts from each other?
Oh, we're doing Secret Santa.
But we're doing Secret Santa at work, so it doesn't matter. Damn it.
Yeah. We'll show him. We'll show him off. We'll show him off on the stream.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll show him.
Because guess who? We both got each other's names.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at like four things that you're gonna get in your Secret Santa, sir.
Well, I've wrapped and dropped 2 of yours off.
I saw under the tree. By the way, did you like my decorating skills?
Yeah, I told Rachel it looked like Christmas threw up in there. Like somebody just like Santa walked up, was just like all over the counter.
I was like, go big or go home.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, that tree right there. That's something. Oh gosh. Anyway. Oh, and before I go, I was looking at our episodes. This is our 13th episode.
Oh.
13. Lucky 13.
Yeah, 13.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not looking over 7, but
you what? Is lucky
7.
13? Is that a thing?
Probably.
I don't know. But it was 13. I mean 13 episodes. We've been doing this for 6 months, TJ.
Oh.
Many more
to come.
Many more to come.
For the record, too, we have Christmas and then we have Avatar. And then we're going to have to hit the drawing board.
We will have to hit the drawing board because 2016, bringing out the house.
So I would say, awesome. I mean, right out the gate, obviously, we got to do a, top 5, top 10, 2025.
Oh, we have to do that.
And then maybe we could dip into like most anticipated 2026, something like that.
I like that.
That'll give us an episode or 2 as well. So we're good for another couple months. But
so we'll have Avatar, and I think like the next episode will be kind of around, I'd say like New Year's, so we can end New Year's with our top 10.
So let's see right now. We can look at the calendar. So our next episode will be on the 9th.
Okay.
Avatar comes out the 20th, and our next episode after that will be the 23rd. So that's perfect because we're for sure watching that opening weekend.
Oh, we are watching it opening weekend.
Zero doubt. And then our next episode after that will be January 6th. So
no, it's January 30th, sir. So the 9th, the 23rd, and then January 30th. Oh no, hold on.
No, you skipped like 6 weeks.
I did not. The 9th. Holy crap, that is true. I don't know what I was looking at.
The 9th, the 23rd, and then January 6th.
So January 6th, we'll do our top 10 movies of 2025.
Or maybe we could do like top 5 and then most anticipated.
Okay, I like that idea. That's going to be so hard for me to do a top 5, but I can do it. I can master it down. So
I'll have to like look at a list. We've watched a lot of movies this year.
I got to tell you this, like one of the great things about doing this show and also just like meeting you and hanging out with you is I feel like I've watched a lot more movies in theaters this year than I did last year.
I for sure did.
Yeah.
Especially since we started the podcast, like before, if there was a movie that I like kind of wanted to see or like Megan didn't want to watch it with me, I'd probably just leave it alone and wait for it. But like now, if I want to watch it, like you're pretty much always down.
So, I am always down. Always down. And I always say this, TJ, what would you do without me in your life?
Watch less movies.
True dat. So, but anyway, I love doing this stuff with you. This is like a fun podcast. We are running an hour. So, TJ, happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Absolutely, man. You too.
And anything you want to say before we end this stream?
No, we will see you all on December 9th to talk about our favorite Christmas movies.
I'll
get you in the holiday spirit.
The holiday spirit. So, my favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation 2.
You'll tell me next time we're on the podcast.
I'm just joking. It's not Christmas Vacation 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be very terrible of me. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe where you're watching this. Check out the channels down below. Subscribe to them. We would really appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great one coming up, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. See you later. Now, we do this awkward thing where we wave bye.